So another day in the fragrance community and yet another brand new release here at Designer, and one that I wanted to talk about. I own the original, the Versace Man Eau Fraiche, for a long time. Just actually bought a new bottle just to have. I got it at Marshall's for like $29. With that said, I ended up getting this from Fragrance By. It arrived in 2 days, which is crazy from Canada. But today we're doing my first impressions of Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme. Is it worth it? Is it actually extreme? Does it smell like the original? I'll let you know all of that today. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back at you talking about a brand new release designer fragrance that just came out. Actually, I don't even think it's released in the United States yet. With that said, I had the original, again, the Versace Man Eau Fraiche. It's been out for a while. I just picked up a new bottle of it, just a smaller version, because I don't wear it that often. It's just a nice one to wear when it's like 75 degrees or higher. It has starfruit in it, which a lot of people know. Even though starfruit's not like a really strong note in general, in the fragrance itself, it does set itself apart where you know it's Versace Man Eau Fraiche, although it really is a citrus aromatic fragrance with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of this like green, almost slightly marine aquatic style on the background, but very fresh, very clean. Then it has a little bit of that star fruit in the background. Then we have this brand new one. Just announced. This is Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme. It's an eau de parfum, and it's obviously 100 milliliters. Let's just get it open and see what it's all about. And while I'm doing that, if you're not already, hit the subscribe button. Everybody, smash that like, comment below, and let me know if you're interested to try this. Again, I got this from FragranceBuy.ca. Usually they take 5 to 10 days to arrive, but it took 2, which was crazy. So, yeah, nice bottle. I like the color. So you have the original one, which is that clear blue glass, and this one is the clear dark blue glass. I almost said grass. And then it has like the gold trim. Let's check out the atomizer, see if it's any different. There we go. That's not really different. Pretty much the same. Okay. So going into this, a lot of you guys already knew that they removed the starfruit as far as the note breakdown was concerned, and a lot of people were thinking, is the starfruit actually going to be removed in the fragrance itself? Yeah, it is. It has pieces of the original Versace Man Eau Fraiche, but it's definitely going further away from it. If anything, I would say this is closer to like YSL Myself, maybe a little bit of like Versace Dylan Blue mixed in there. It definitely smells very nice, but it smells very familiar. A little bit more floral. I definitely think that this has orange blossom in it, because the orange blossom is front and center. It's a little bit darker. Definitely not like a super fresh fragrance. This is more down that blue route. But it's definitely enjoyable. It smells like other things, though. It smells like a lot of stuff that's come out over the last year, 2 years. But a lot of people are definitely going to like this. Just, I wouldn't pay the $85 that I paid for this on Fragrance Buy. I would wait for it to hit discounters at like that $40, $50 price range, maybe $60. I think that would be a good price for sure. But as soon as you smell this extreme version, I mean, you can immediately tell there's like a good amount of musk, a good amount of like a woods. I am pretty sure, if I remember the note breakdown, there was ambroxan in this, which would make sense. It has this kind of like slightly darker woodiness, but it's more of a musky base. This smells very nice, and I know that there's people that are going to be griping on it. There's going to be people that are going to say, oh, this smells absolutely amazing, just because it's something new. But when it all comes down, in 2 years, when people were talking about designer fragrances, they're going to mention this one as a nice release. But it's going to be mixed in with the YSL myself, the Polo 67s of the world, because it has that orange blossom, that muskiness, that citrus. This is just a blue fragrance with a little bit of a musky floral on the base. It is a musky fragrance at its core, but the florals under there, and then you have just like a normal aromatic like geranium, clary sage, maybe a little bit of lavender like you would get in the YSL Ys, the Versace Dylan Blues. Like, it smells like that. Just with a more musky core, a little bit of this ambery woodiness. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it dry down for about 30 minutes. Am I overjoyed with the fragrance? No. Do I think it smells nice? Yes. Will I wear it? Yes. But yeah, let me give it about a half hour just to see how it dries down, and I'll be right back. All right, my great smelling dudes. So Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme. How does this compare to the original? Well, I wouldn't compare it to the original at all. It doesn't have the star fruit. It's not really a bright citrus. This really, I mean, it might have pieces of that DNA, but for the most part, it goes away from that kind of fresh, fruity, citrus, almost slight aquatic vibe, and it gets into more of this musky aromatic. And so once you get to the dry down of it, so again, whenever it first opens up, it smells just like an aromatic blue fragrance that you get a little bit of a bright, maybe citrus in the opening, but even then it's more musk. And it smells like your average blue fragrance in anything. I was actually smelling this and I was thinking, so it doesn't have the amber and spice. Well, it has the amber, but not the spice of Versace Dylan Blue. But to be honest, this might be closer to that of Versace Dylan Blue. While not smelling like Dylan Blue, this just has pieces of different types of fragrances out there. From the Bleu de Chanel's and the Versace Dylan Blues to the orange blossom floral of the YSL myself. So I know people were telling me, does it smell like YSL myself? It does not smell like YSL myself. You can just tell that it has the same floral. It has that orange blossom, and it's a very similar style of orange blossom. So if you didn't like YSL myself, I still would try this out, but I definitely wouldn't blind buy it. But people are going to like it. If you're a designer fan and you like that mass appeal, this is a mass appealing, nice blue fragrance that people are going to enjoy, but it's not doing anything new. I would rate this probably a 7.5 out of 10. I think that it's a very good but average fragrance. The thing that's making me a little bit disappointed in it, it's not the smell. The smell, it's nice. It's the fact that they waited so long to release a flanker that people have been asking for years for this, if not like a decade. And then they released this. And it just kind of just fits in with everything else that was released. And the thing is that they had Versace Dylan Blue, which was that nice, spicy, ambery blue that you don't find in a lot of other fragrances outside of maybe like Aqua Atlantique. Then they had this, which had starfruit, which not many other fragrances have. And that's why this one was popular when it was released. This one is nothing that's doing anything new. And after as long as they've waited, it just doesn't really surprise me. But I feel like I'm hating on the fragrance, even though it smells nice. So it's a nice smelling fragrance. You're going to get compliments with it. It's an anytime seasonal blue fragrance that there are other blues out there that are better. It's just, if you want the more youthful style blues that have been released, like it almost takes like a normal blue masculine fragrance and mixes it together with one of those youthful fragrances like YSL myself to give it a little bit more of a blue fragrance for the younger crowd. And that's what this one kind of feels like, while still being able to be worn by basically any age. And then again, it dries down more of a musky amber woods. Outside of that, the aromatics are in there and they're more prominent in the opening. Again, it's just like a basic aromatic trio of geranium, a little bit of clary sage to bring a little bit of sweetness. You get a little bit of an herbaceous tone, and then you add in probably a little bit of lavender. It's usually those three that are in the main blue fragrances. And then once it starts to dry down, again, it just, that aromatic tone just goes and fades into the background while you have this kind of ambroxan slash maybe sandalwood or cedar to give a little bit of a woody tone, and then this musky overhead. The musk is there it's probably the most prominent. It's not like a clean white musk, but it's closer to that. It just seems like it's a musk heavy fragrance to give a little bit of this kind of, I don't know, slight cleaner vibe. But it's a nice fragrance. Don't get me wrong, it's a nice fragrance. Anybody who would buy this would be okay with the purchase. Will you be overjoyed? It depends on how many fragrances you have in your collection. Having as many as I have, this doesn't do it for me. But hey, it smells nice. So anyway, 7.5. Let me know what you guys think. It's an any season fragrance, more night out if I had to say anything, because it does have those darker tones. But Versace Man Eau Fraiche Extreme, go try it out before you buy it, unless you can find it on discount or 60 or below. I think it's a decent price for that, but there's a lot of other fragrances that smell like that. Anyway, yeah, let me know what you guys think. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with my full review in about 10 to 15 days. Thank you so much. Peace out.